Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and how are we doing here today? Just clear that. There we go. How you doing, Ben AT? How you doing, Ben Dutchy? Good to see you again, my friends. Okay. Just make sure everything's set up. I'm gonna have some coffee here, to be fair. I've not been back home long, really. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you all again. So I'm gonna have to learn the names again here, aren't I? I mean, everybody's name's gonna be different here on Twitch, and I'm scared. So there, Roach, how you doing there, my dude? So for those of you who do not know Roach, do go ahead and check out our channel on YouTube. That is YouTube at Commissar Roach. How you doing there, Sean? Hello there, Sturm. Yang, how you doing there? Talon, Icy Chrome. Hello in there, internet. So therefore, how you doing there, my dude? Yep. And I'm trying to get everything set up correctly. I think I found a decent position for the chat to go. I think I found a decent size for the chat to be as well. So just trying to make sure that's alright. I'm not doing too bad, actually. Not doing too bad. I've been in contact with Goblin Games today, actually. Did receive an email from them this morning. So hopefully, touch wood, might become something of a gaming, Goblin Gaming affiliate. So I might be able to do a lot more in terms of, like, tabletop content. So that'd be really awesome. Okay. How are you guys doing, Ben? So we're looking for turn 10. Operation Tripwire. Oh, that son of a bitch. I hate when he names things. It's when he names things. That's when I worry. Oh dear. I mean, it's not too bad, really. I suppose, yeah, I mean, this is it. Yeah. We've got the name on screen here. Yeah, I mean, we did see that the enemy cruiser force was out there. We'll have to see what happens here, but at least we have been able to respond to that one before it became a dire threat. I mean, it's a threat now. We're just going to have to hope for the best, really, aren't we? I'm genuinely quite worried here. Genuinely quite worried. Okay. What do you guys reckon? Before we get into this, what do you guys reckon is going to happen here? Go on, I want to hear some, like, predictions. What are we thinking here, guys? Ah, thank you there for following, my friend. Good to see you there, Gravel. I might have to turn that sound effect down a little bit. You're gonna trip on a wire. I freaking love it. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this sort of a bitch fun, shall we? I mean, turn 40, part 1, my god, turn 40. Do you just think we've got, what, another... Wow. 1,000? 1,500? Something like that. Yeah, a tripwire made of biplanes. That sounds about right. Okay. Oh, there we go. We finally got Quantan. It's only taken forever, but we finally have taken it. Right. Okay, it's over by New Caledonia. That's where the activity is going to be here for the time being. Now, I'm hoping that my submarines will pick up a lot more this turn. We'll have to see. Okay. Right, fresh and misses. Now, we did just see those, that enemy force to the north of Australia. It looks as if it's heading towards the north here. Oh, that's a massive relief. I mean, it's a bit of a shame, because obviously we're not going to be able to take it apart. Oh, then again, no. Right. I-124 over here. DM to it. So that is a destroyer minesweeper here, actually. Okay. There's a couple of them over here, actually. I'd like to know if he's actually got naval search out there, or whether he's just running a random patrol. But either way, it's good to know that he has 2 destroyer minesweepers out there. That is, believe it or not, always useful information to have there. I'm glad that I-24 didn't take much in the way of damage. If any really at all, so I'm happy about that. Okay. It looks as if his cruiser force was actually heading towards Comac, so that's going to be intriguing. The thing is, he's... Right, okay. Hello there, Tobias. How you doing there, my friend? Indeed, I've made the switch over to Twitch. So how I'm going to do these is, obviously, I'll stream it here on Twitch and then upload it to YouTube anyhow. There we go, we've arrived at Lofar. Fantastic. I mean, we were spurred on to invade here a little bit ahead of schedule here. But yeah, indeed, we have made it. Hello there, Connor. How you doing there, my friend? So therefore, yep, indeed, DMs are mine layers. Destroy mine layers. Destroy mine layers or destroy minesweepers, something of that nature. We can always double check it afterwards. Yeah, hashtag switch to Twitch. Oh dear. I think the Kinagusa might come in contact with the enemy cruiser force. I'm going to be rather intrigued. I mean, best case scenario is the enemy cruisers don't make contact with anything this turn and then left out there. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen here. We'll have to see what... okay, retreating from enemy surface combat force. Is he making the lunge towards Luganville? 6 allied ships. God, I hope they're not that close. What's up there, Battling Giza? How you doing there, my friend? Okay, troop transport out there. Right, yeah, that force is over here. There's a force over here as well. Submarines around here. Okay. I'm glad that we're bringing Kidabutai in for refueling, then that's going to be very handy. That is a big worry. I'm not entirely sure what's going on over there to the north. Ships there to the south of Numea. I'm going to assume those are the cruiser mine layers. There's a lot of activity going on here. Hello there, Sean. The worst case scenario is that we lose our landing forces, but in reality, the Oilers are safe. Well, the Oilers are going to make it towards Kidabutai. They're well within range of Kidabutai. Okay, swooping over here with the Zeros. So, no matter what happens, at least we can refuel Kidabutai, which means Kidabutai can continue to fight in this area. So far, it's not gone too badly. Okay. Yeah, the Ki-4231Bs are going to get into operation now. Let's see them drop the pain here on the P-35As. That's what I'd like to see. Now, it's... I don't know, the turn's not yet over. I'm hoping that we won't... I don't know. I'm impressed by the fact that the Allied cruiser force has made it all that way, but then again, we don't know if it is that force. We'll have to double check, obviously. Just gonna have a drink of coffee here while I get this opportunity to do so. What do you guys think so far, then? I mean, this is it. If he heads towards Luganville... Oh my god, these P-35s are actually doing a goddamn good job. That's political, isn't it? They're diving on me. That's intriguing. I wonder what altitude is at. Yeah, they're diving on me, okay. We do outnumber them. So that's fine. I mean, there's been a lot going on, but there's been a lot going on under the hood, really. Okay, speed up results. Yeah, there's a lot of AA there. Whole bunch of AA. Okay. Yeah, so 12,000 feet might be too low. We'll obviously have to do this over the course of time, really. Ooh. At least one of them. Yeah, one destroyed, 4 damage, 1 destroyed by flak. Okay, so it seems 12,000 feet is still too low there. Hitting we're actually hitting this airfield, sorry. It's a blind dump hit. I don't think there's any aircraft here, but that's okay. It's more so just checking. Switching it up a bit. Trying to cause some damage. Yeah, single plane can't keep information. Okay. Nice bit of damage there. As we'll have Lo Yang this turn as well, actually. No, I can't imagine. Okay, Kidabutai is getting into action. That's good to see, then. What have we found here? Yep. Shame to use those torpedoes, but hey. A kill's a kill, really. Right. I mean, he's thrown these ships out there. He must be throwing them out there to try and distract me, but... I mean, this is it. I suppose at the end of the day, for the cost of a torpedo, it is worth it to destroy it. Okay, maybe not that many torpedoes, because, yeah, I think she's dead, Jim. I think she's dead. Okay. Yeah, so that's 2 more kills there claimed. Now, I hope that we can actually hit the cruiser miners south of New Caledonia. That would be nice. But it's good to see that Kidabutai is definitely effective here. Yeah, the Oilers will reach them shortly. We'll have them operate together. Plenty of ships by Palmyra, actually. Okay, airstrikes. That one was cancelled. Yeah, we'll definitely take the Philippines in full soon enough. Okay, into the ground force over here. Be good to actually get an idea of what it is. Okay. I don't know what it is actually, but we have caused it some damage. It doesn't seem to have anything really to respond with. Okay, 40 zeros over messing, and we don't find anything. Ooh, hit but no explosion. Yeah, 1 battalion. Yeah. Oh, hello. Are we going to cause any damage here? Ishida Maru. Rattling this up so far. Come on, let's get some hits in here. Above this sub's depth. Above, yep, come on. She might be too low for us to actually catch. Yeah, that's a shame. Depth charges were going off above her, really. Yeah, I mean, this is it, overkill. Yeah. But at least I'm landing over here to level 4. So that is gonna cause him some issues. Now, I'm hoping that everything has reached level 4 this turn. But the good news is we've landed. We've landed our troops. Obviously, we still have the main body to land, but that can be done. Now, Kidabutai is well within range as well, so that's good news. Okay, Javshua, human bait. Yeah, indeed, really. Okay, I'm just going to keep these bombardments up turn after turn. It is the 100th Chinese corps that is causing me issues. I mean, that is a very strong corps, actually. Surprisingly strong. The other ones really have nothing left to them. It's a case of the terrain being very difficult to deal with. So we're just going to have to just starve them out, really. Which is fine. It does tie up 3 divisions and a mixed brigade, but it's not too bad. Indeed, biplanes. How you doing there, swordfish? Okay. Indeed, probably not how it's fares, indeed. Okay. I'd love to know how much supply they have. Right, so he's out to Mersing. Now the question is, I mean, unfortunately we might have been delayed too long to actually catch them in Mersing, but that's fine. Shock attacker Kanshan. But at least I'll actually gain Mersing, so I suppose we can call that a belated victory in the end. He does have fighters over Singapore, but I don't know where his bombers are at the moment. Yep, shock attacker Loyang. Yeah, me too. I mean, this is it. They're now freed up, so what I can potentially do... I mean, to be honest, what we could do here is actually march on to Johor Bahru with those troops and Mersing, and we could do it that way. They might be in for a bad time, but if they can actually keep the enemy in position, that is all I need, really. Yep, there we go. Loyang has fallen to the Japanese Empire. Okay. An interesting turn. Definitely an interesting turn. There we go. Yep, there we go. We got the airfields at Taiwan and Luganville. Though, I have been informed, I do believe that you need a size 2 airfield to conduct offensive missions with bombers. But still, it's nice to have an airfield. It will be a lot easier to actually maintain our forces, which is good news. I could also move the transport planes there if I wanted to. Okay. Wait, biplane hydrometer. I mean, he's the Pope of frickin' biplanes. Okay. So what I'm going to do here then is, as soon as it's done with the turn, I'm going to stop this recording and then restart it. Not that I particularly need to restart it, but 8% has arrived. Yep, there we go. And then I can begin uploading that. Okay, so just going to quickly stop this recording here. 2 seconds, guys. There we go. And I shall be just a moment here. Just going to make sure that this is actually done, so I can actually begin to upload it to YouTube as we speak. Yeah, okay. That's awesome, Ben. So I can actually upload that as the replay. That's cool. Yep, so you guys will have a full version, and then of course a version of just a replay with some dialogue over, which is probably the way I'll do it in the future, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the situations itself, and that is obviously where all the fun stuff's going on. It looks like they were delayed to some degree. So I won't be able to refuel. Right, okay, Shikaku's very low on fuel here, that would make sense. Destroy AV then. Yeah, so there's the enemy's cruiser force there. Oh, fuck. Right, retrieve from surface threat. Okay, fuck. Yeah, this ain't good. That is not good. Ah, fuck. Ah, fucking hate him sometimes. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they need to get the fuck out there. Fuck. Okay, that is the last thing I needed there. That is the last thing. Okay, what we are going to have to do here then is probably leave some sacrificial bait. That is not good. Okay, fuck. Yeah, so he's basically moved from here directly across. Yeah, the heavy cruiser Kinigusa's over here. Right, you need to remain here. Son of a bitch. Son of a fucking bitch. I don't know if I could do it, but I might be able to use the H6K4s in a naval attack mode. I think... And also I'm going to have to double check that. I'd love it if it was indeed possible, yeah, but yeah, as you say, the H6Ks with the torpedoes. I think that might be the only sort of response I could potentially manage. I mean, what I might have to do here then, let's see, God damn it. Ah, look, you son of a bitch. I'm so tired of these bloody cruiser raids. I mean, even if we lost everything here, it would bloody hurt. Don't get me wrong, it would hurt, but it wouldn't stop us. It'd be a bloody setback. If only they'd been refueled this turn. I mean, maybe. I'm gonna have to double check. Oh, Carl. Yeah, there's always a possibility they might lose track. I mean, obviously it looks as if they moved at full speed. I mean, I did send the cruisers out here then to hopefully intercept them, but it looks as if they passed them. I mean, I can have the cruisers head out here then... Well, I can have the Kinigusa head out here with her destroyers to attempt to engage. Oh, Carl, if you give me a I told you so crap, I will be so mad at you. We didn't expect him to go for this. It's why I sent the actual landing force back to Luganville. I was hoping they would have made it back to Luganville. Seems they were caught up to, which is unfortunate, considering they had a hell of a head start. I mean, the vast majority of the force can get away. At least I hope so. Okay. What I'm going to quickly do here then is save return. God damn THG, freaking... We've lost more men at sea. It would be annoying. I don't think I'd lose everything, but I probably might lose a good... I don't know, I might lose some of it. Most likely we'll lose some of it. I just didn't expect him to be able to move that fast. But then again, he's moving at full speed, isn't he? Oh god. So close to getting a slap. Okay, so what I'm going to do here then is replenish at sea. Okay, so obviously that does reduce the movement that we have available to us. Yeah, there's not much we can do about it. I mean, I do have men over here, so at least that has been achieved. It's not like we underestimated him. I know it's going to sound like I'm defending myself, but I am bloody well defending myself. We discovered the force, where was it? To the north over here. Now, initially we feared he would go for the Oilers, which obviously we moved south. I did move my forces. Maybe perhaps we should have kept the Kinagusa over here. But then again, we did fear that the landings over here at Comac would have been attacked. So I think it's one of those where there's not much I could have done. I did have the actual landed forces tasked with heading back to Luganville. I suppose it's their slow speed that has prevented that. I mean, they did survive, so that's fine. No, I'm not going to wait. I can't waste time over here. I've got to move over here now. Okay. Right. Meet task force. Right, I need you to refuel them. Okay. So when you refuel them, it looks as if you'll be heading back to Truckman. Hello, Infinite. Yeah, what happened is the actual cruiser force that was to the north of Brisbane, rather than heading south, has actually beelined straight across over here. Now, the issue is, even as the transports were ordered to go back to Luganville, some of them are in the area, so at least that's something. Yeah. He's been able to get his forces over here, which is separated from the actual task force over here. So our troops are kind of in a difficult position. It looks like the cruisers bypassed enemy force, which is unfortunate. So I think what we're going to have to do here, and I'm glad you're here actually, Infinite. He hasn't sunk anything yet, thankfully. Is it possible for me to use the H6K4s on naval attack to attack his, to attack his ships over here? Can that be done? Yeah. I'm gonna patrol this area here, try and pick him up. Okay. I mean, what I might do there is actually head to Luganville. That might be their only chance here. Yeah, this is it. I mean, in some respects, it's easier with the fact that the actual forces are split up. I mean, it would be a shame to lose this force over here. But it would only be... I mean, it's a lot of supply to lose, but at least it's not this one over here. But at least, I mean, this one here, obviously it's not really geared towards combat, but at least it does have an escort. Yeah, issues on counter tanks over here. Yeah, the issues like Kidabutai, due to Shokaku being so low on fuel, I've just replenished them at sea, they weren't able to complete their movement over here to the Oilers. So the Oilers are going to refuel them next turn, so they can only move that far for the time being. I mean, perhaps I should have had them refuel underway. Actually, to be fair, we are going to do that. So it's going to go back and load that previous save. I think it's probably a better idea to do it like that. Can you run at full speed into the nearest port? Yeah, move the task force towards Kidabutai. Yeah, so I'm going to reload the save here before I refueled at sea. Now, with the Oilers so close by, they'll be able to reach them no issue. So yeah, if I can make it to there, we should be within range. So what I'm going to do then is move them directly over this way. Okay. So make sure you go ahead and refuel the Kidabutai. Right, so meet them over here. Refuel, okay. Yeah, they have a short distance to go, so that's fine. They're going to be heading basically towards each other anyhow. That is true. I do have a destroyer out here, the Amagiri. Now, of course, she's damaged, but it might be worthwhile to... then again, it's not really worthwhile to send another ship to die. I could send a Kijo Maru to potentially... And I do have some patrol boats over here. Separate the task force into about 10 to 12 task forces. Yeah. I mean, the Oilers are safe now. I mean, obviously they're going to be stuck in a round with the Kidabutai. Yeah, but each a different hex, indeed. What do you guys reckon, then? Well, actually, we'll go ahead and split this up, then. Yeah, the issue is the ones that are slow are kind of the vast majority of our armoured forces, which is bloody irritating. Oh, I can't detach these slow carriers, unfortunately. And, like, it could be done, but it's not worthwhile. We need to always keep the carriers together for their own safety, really. I mean, the worst case scenario here is I lose a couple thousand troops, but Japan has lost more, and we probably will lose more in the future. Worst case scenario is obviously these forces are lost, which is a bit of a setback. It's a shame to have lost so much equipment. But what we can do here then is basically... Yeah, well... I do have divisions. I do have a division to the north. They'd be able to replace them. We do have forces on New Caledonia. Not as much as I would like, but it would be sufficient to probably take it, or at least actually fight for it. Okay. Do we want to do this by speed, then? I mean, the good news is he didn't catch anything in the actual phase, so there's always a chance that they might slip away in the darkness. I mean, what's the actual level of moonlight here at the moment? It is, yeah, so there's no moonlight at the moment. So it could be the best time, really, for us to be caught out. There is a severe storm over here. Okay. Interesting. So what I'll do then... I might look at having the faster ships together just so they can attempt to escape. I suppose we'll have to do it like that. This is why he moved towards the Kidabutai. If he intercepts, he uses movement and operation points while the Kidabutai gets into strike range. Yeah, indeed. And this is it. It would be a shame, but it is what it is, really. There's always the coral reefs over here when I can potentially try to lose them. I think what I'm going to do then is actually, I'll head towards the Kitabutai. These guys are going to head, I mean this is it, it's going to attempt to move towards this one I imagine. It is really, isn't it? Right, direct. They're going to be sent obviously low here. Now, I think we'll have them move at full speed for this time being. I do have fuel enough to sustain them, but obviously if we can get them the hell out of here, that'd be good. I mean, is it... I've got to move towards the Kitabutai, haven't I? And this is it. At least I've got the Kitagusta over here. They're going to be heading towards that area. So at least we do have surface ships within the area. Question is going to be where to actually patrol. Just hopefully we pick him up. He could always attempt to move. I don't... Yeah, he's going to go for these ships in the water, isn't he? I don't know. We'll figure out that patrol pattern soon, actually. Okay, so Infinite. I also do have my H6K4s over here. Am I able to use these guys on naval attack? Obviously, if I can do that, at least then we'd have an opportunity to potentially strike at him. Yeah, separate task force by speed, 10 knot, 12 knot, yeah, pretty much. Okay. I suppose that's a good idea, isn't it, really? So am I to actually place the surface combat ones in a single one or just separated ones? I suppose probably separated ones. Yeah, we do have torpedoes. Go ahead and double check. So I do have the 21st Air Flotilla over here. They have 100 torpedoes in their ordnance. I do have 7,626 tons of supply here. It is showing yellow with torpedoes. So, I mean, obviously, if we can get the H6K4s actually flying torpedo attack, that could be quite good. I mean, anything like that really be good news. What supply is required at the base? 1,018. Yeah, you're unloading supply here. Okay. I think I'll send out the Kijo Maru as well. I suppose at the end of the day, if it means it draws them away, that's fine by me. So we can send them directly outbound. Yeah, so you've only just arrived. You've arrived at a brilliant time, god damn it. Oh, Sean. Right, plus you need a supply available at the base for Air Force. Okay. I mean, I do have 7 times the amount of supply required then. Sean, I understand your point, but the thing is, it's like... How else am I meant to do this? I can't predict what he's gonna do, I can only respond to it, to a degree. Now, obviously, this cruise did come out of nowhere. We did actually try to account for that. It's unfortunate that the actual landed forces didn't make it back to Lucanville. Also, I didn't expect that they would make it all the way over here. The landed forces couldn't have made it from, like, they were somewhere around here and they couldn't make it in here. Which is irritating, don't get me wrong. But we have to deal with that. And if I lose these troops, I lose these troops. That is just the end of it. But I'm not gonna apologize, really. Okay, this is above quote. Okay. Well, I already have torpedoes from another base already that did come with the 21st Air Flotilla, so I'm hoping we'll be alright. We'll set them up for a night attack anyway. Now, how do we wish to do this? Obviously, I could run this as You can seize the initiative, sure, but the thing is, he is sending out these suicidal raids, and he knows they're suicidal. Like, obviously, he knows that the Kidabutai is in the area. He knows he's more than likely going to lose this force. The issue is, obviously, he doesn't care about that. Now, of course, that is the actual issue when we're playing against an allied player who doesn't actually care about sacrificing his units. To a degree, obviously, I'm not going to say he does it all the time. I'm not going to criticize him for doing it. It's a valid tactic. But it's a difficult one to really deal with because obviously we're having to account for somebody who can throw away their units to a degree. I think we did everything last turn that we could have done. I mean, perhaps we should have sent the landed forces to the north, but I thought I was doing the right thing by having them sent to Luganville. I assumed that they would have actually been able to make it there to safety, but I suppose that enemy force was moving at full speed. But we'll see. If we lose some troops, we lose some troops. That's fine. Such is war. Okay. Yep, mine's over here. How are the actual landed forces here, then? Okay. 2 Naval Guard units. Right, so we're just unloading supply here at the moment. Yep, okay. What's done is done, indeed. I do have a decent amount of destroyers over here. You're a little bit damaged, aren't you? I just don't know how it's one of these things that we can actually account for a degree. To a degree, sorry. It's always going to be a very difficult situation going to operations like this. Of course, I did start this campaign with significantly less experience, and we've had to sort of learn from that, actually. Yeah. Yeah, there's infinite saves there. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, of course, I do have the Kinagusa nearby. I do have patrol boats that I can always extend at him then to actually disrupt him. The Kidabutai is... Ooh, let's see here then. So the Kidabutai should make it to... Where are you going to make it to? So you're going to be about this position here. So that is 10 hexes out of range. So obviously if we are moving towards the Kidabutai... Yeah. Well, this is the thing. It's like we only discovered them around here. We expected them to go for the Oilers, which he didn't. I think it's yeah. I think it's since he started flying the actual patrols over here from Fiji. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, we'll come back to the situation over here. We'll come back to this one. We'll take a look at what the hell's going on across the map. Speaking of his cannons, we've not seen them. Okay, the Akagi Maru has indeed arrived. She's unloading here. That's good to see. She has been detected here, so that is a bit of an issue. Well, she's got to get the hell out of there. How many engineers are on the island? Right, 3 engineers at the moment. Okay, at least they're bringing some actual AA guns, so that's not too bad. Okay. Right, so there's a cargo ship over here. It is protected though. I mean, the delay doesn't matter. The thing is, I've actually got troops on the island now, so we have achieved what we needed to achieve. So let's take a look at the stock of force that we actually do have. So I do have 1,000 frontline troops over here, 1,522 second line. Over here we do have 1,000 troops, 990 second line. So we're looking at about 2,000 odd frontline troops. which is obviously less than I would prefer. But the worst case situation... worst case situation? Yeah, worst case situation. Let's assume that everything's lost at sea. I do have the 56th Division, well, the 56th Division that could obviously be, once they take Rabal, they could obviously be routed down here. So it's one of these things of like, if we do lose men, that is that really, but I'll be able to take out this force. So it's one of those really. But the men are over here on New Caledonia. They do have supply. Now, of course, he does have some ships over here, but I don't think they're going to survive a turn. He's a crafty bastard, and I respect him for that. I do respect him for that. Okay, you're undetected. I suppose the only thing that we could have done to actually have averted this last turn was actually have his force head over here. But then again, it's really hard to determine what he's going to do. Yeah, it is irritating, to be honest. Obviously, it's like in the reality of the situation, obviously, it would not have been counter-nads to do things like that. To a degree. But now, well, onwards and upwards, we'll be able to deal with this and overcome, really. Okay, then on the way home. What is the Kiributai's fuel situation? So, yeah, Shokaku's low on fuel here. Mutsuki and Kisaragi? Kisaragi. So let's take a look then. Right, so air combat. Right, I'm going to detach the ships then for the time being. I imagine I could probably detach a couple of the ships. I'll do that just to make sure that they do have additional security here. But at least the Shikaku is going to be guarded by the Hiei. She still has her strike craft anyhow, so she's not exactly going to be toothless. The shame is obviously this is our best carrier, really, for the most part. Set port north of Komekta base, yeah. Oh, Bellap Island. Yeah, indeed. Okay. Okay. 180. And of course I do have 3 Oilers over here. So what would you say to potentially having one of your Oilers meet the Kiributai, or 2 of the Oilers meet the Kiributai and one of them meet the other? Then again, obviously I'd be separating the force, so probably not the best idea. Hard to say really what the best idea is. I think we can manage it. It's like, at least the landing forces aren't unguarded. They do obviously have escorts there. So I can use those to waylay him. Okay. But I go ahead and beat this force over here. Refuel. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, they're going to be set to Bellap Island as well then. Yeah. Okay, we can take that into consideration then. Should mean that I catch this force out as well, actually. Right, so Bellap Island, Bellap Island. So I do have the Chitose there. And Abukuma. But again, Karg is 28 knots. Okay, so the invasion force headed for the Baal isn't too far out now. Undetected, which is good. Honestly, I do have a lot of forces moving south. Yeah, they're the damaged ones. Ah, right, I see. They cannot be switched as carriers. Welcome there, Spartan. How you doing, my friend? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the map, then. I'm gonna go through the operations log, actually. Yeah. Wow, it's irritating now. Return to service there. That's good to see. President Coolidge Class AP is reported hit. It's intriguing. That can't be correct. It definitely wasn't the same sort of class there. If he has 2 north and 2 south, then, yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice odds. They would be nice odds. But at the moment in time, we just don't know where his carriers are. Okay. Did I score anything really, So I scored 7,748 supply, at least that's something. Obviously it's not enough, but at least we score something here. Better than having nothing. The city's, for the most part, on damage, which is nice. I'm going to begin building fortifications now, actually. Okay. They're making good progress. Yep, there's the other force. I can imagine he has his destroyers down here then to potentially bombard. Still seems 75 fighters over there. Yep, so he's pulled out from Mercy. It does not look as if they're moving here for the time being. I'm putting in forts at Loyang because obviously I'm going to have to leave some divisions behind to recover. There's always the, expectation he will return over here. And there's, of course, 130,000 troops here, 158,000 troops here, obviously the 3,000 troops here. I don't want this area to get bogged down as such. At least I want it to be difficult for him to potentially launch a counterattack. They're taking a very long time to make it back. If they're even going to make it back at all, really. I mean, touch wood, we always have these guys able to attack, so, well, obviously that would be nice. Now, I suppose this is it. Do I have them on night attack? I suppose I'll have them on day attack. Well, on day. So I'll place, what's it, not that? Now, do we want to reduce the range here? Their naval torpedo isn't exactly cracking. We'd be lucky to really land here, I suppose. But there's always that opportunity, so it's not too bad, really. I mean, we're not going to be doing things like this in the long run. I mean, there's only a very small, I suppose a relatively small period of time where we're doing anything like this. And honestly, had I been able to do this operation again from the start, things would have been radically different. But I can't just end the game, restart, because I know more now. I suppose part of this series is to showcase the mistakes and how we learn from them and how we overcome them. And this is it, obviously there will be losses, and we've had losses worse than this in the past. We'll be able to overcome those. Yep, okay. So let's deal with this. Okay. Okay, fair enough. That's a reasonable point there. Okay, so I'll cancel that at low young then. Let's make sure these other troops are moving out. As it seriously cancelled their movement. Ah, it's annoying. Okay, they're going to be moving over here to Shengzhou. Set all to follow. Now I'm going to go over here then to our troops. Those in combat mode are going to remain behind. I'll have that unit move to Chengzhou, actually. Might be potentially better to give it a low yang, but I'm going to say not at this moment in time. Yeah, but as far as it goes, it's like there's so much I wish I could go back and change. So very much. But I think the fun of this is going to be the fact that, well, we overcome, we have to overcome. We have to deal with the mistakes, we have to deal with the things that go wrong. And in reality, losing a couple thousand men at sea isn't going to lose us a war. It won't lose us a south, it'll simply delay me. It'd hurt to lose those vehicles, but it wouldn't be the end. The fact is, we've actually got troops over here now. I've got supply that has been unloaded. So worst case scenario is we have to just simply... I mean, I could take Comac. And at least then I'd actually have a toehold on New Caledonia. I do have destroyers. I obviously do have the Kitabutai near here. They're going to receive fuel. So the next turn, when we obviously do have the fuel... I mean, the Kitabutai is going to move towards the Pelop Islands as we speak. We do have the Kinagusa and destroyers in the area as well. So we do have the means to protect our assets. It's just, this was unlucky. This was unlucky. I was hoping that the Kinagusa would have picked up on this force here. They might have done had they been there, but then again, this is it. We don't know where he's going to head. We really don't. On its way south, we already will have forces now. A couple submarines over there. Yep, so I've got the Tulagi cover force that has arrived in this area here. I do have more to join them shortly, but obviously that can begin to head south here. Yeah, I mean, this is it. You are right about naval surgery. Obviously, we did pick him up over here, so obviously that did reveal it. I mean, this is it. Had we not picked up his cruiser force, then things could have been potentially far, far worse. Yeah, by the way, no night attacks. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's it, isn't it? Exactly. The 0% moonlight might even work in our favor this time around. So, of all the times for our enemy to be in the vicinity of them, at least a time when there's no moonlight, it could work. God willing, there's poor weather. It is showing partly cloudy over here. Not that it particularly matters at night. It's not like you need the clouds to see. But it will help to obscure our ships as well, obviously, if it's cloudy. His search aircraft, he's only going to have one. Isn't going to particularly be able to find them. Ideally. Yeah, I apologise for sounding a bit salty, guys. It's just one of these things. It's like I don't like for us. I'd rather things just be smooth sailing. But in reality, it has been a interesting turn. It's been somewhat uneventful, but it's been ultimately a good turn for the Empire of Japan. We didn't lose anything, so that's worked out. So last turn is technically a good one. One thing to do is use your escorts to form surface. Yeah. Make them low aggression. They want to engage, but withdraw quickly. Yeah, indeed, really. So we'll do that now then. I mean, this is it. As Infinite says here. We can time him. We can waste his time. Sure. Yep, our home port is Luganville. I'm going to set the reaction up over here then. Just try and blanket the area. And this is what I love about you guys. It's just, yeah, you get some amazing advice. Hopefully we'll be able to slip away. That is the hopeful aspect here. I'll try and fill this area here. Hey there, how you doing, Bentori Grimmer? It's good to see you, my friend. I do hope you're doing well today. Have I just taken the same goddamn ship from a task force? I probably am, actually. I'm gonna have to double check that. Yeah, their home port is set to Luganville. So, yeah. At least they're not heading too far out. I think I'm just taking them from, yeah, 337. Where am I? Okay, I just honestly assumed I'd set up more than I did, but that's fine. Try and waylay him. I'll waylay him. Oh, I see. Right, that makes sense now. Yeah, but it was going above there. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit hard to see. There we go. Yeah, I can see you, chat. Okay, sort by speed. I think I'm going to send a patrol boat with them at least. It's one of those things, isn't it? At least there's always that chance that they might escape then. What we're going to do then is obviously have all the transports set to head towards Bellap Island. At least that'll be their home port, so they'll run towards this area. Though, probably better off heading this way. It has to tag ASMR just because I found it amusing. I mean, the thing is, with full speed, they'll move at full speed anyhow. Basically, if they come under threat, they will move at full speed out of the way. Oh, dude, thank you so very much for Alderan. So there, kangaroos, how you doing? Yeah, so if you guys are not following me here on Twitch, could you please do that? Just doing that gentle reminder. Oh dear. Okay, so what we're going to do here then is we're going to have the actual landed forces sent to the other side. Thank you very much for that, Jay. Yeah, pretty much. I might lose some assets, but at least we're not going to lose the entirety of the force, really. I'm going to have the Kinagusa head north as well. Jumps indeed. I like that name. Harsh but fair. I mean, in some ways, it's one of these, isn't it? What will be, will be. What is it? Que sera, sera? At least there's the, more or less definitive solution that we have available here. Also, I'm going to go back and make sure they're all set to Bellap Island's home island. But yeah, the Kinabutai is always going to be moving there towards the enemy task force. I will have the Kinagusa head towards the enemy task force as well. We've secured what I needed to secure over at La Foa, so I've got that going. Now at Comac, at least some supply can actually head up that way. His forces in Comac are also going to cut off from the forces at Noumea. So we've got our toehold. If I can secure Comac, then at least I do have that part of the island, and I can potentially march those troops south, and at least some of them. So we can begin to build up, prepare, really. And in the worst case situation, then all I'll do is I will conquer Rabal. Once Rabal is conquered, then I might... I don't know. Probably I'd take them. I think I do have some additional forces over at Truck anyhow, so I could have them sent down this way. I'll have to see. I mean, there's going to be a lot going on here. There's going to be a lot going on. I just need a couple extra... I don't know. If I could gain some extra support over at New Caledonia, that'd be nice. I don't want to lose the actual armor, but we'll see. At least we do have some aircraft over here that could potentially strike at the enemy ship, so we do have a few options that might help us out, really. We'll see. Yeah, it could go a lot of ways. It could indeed go a lot of ways. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. It's going to be one of those where we'll have to bite our nails, really. Or bite the pillow. Whichever one, really. Whichever one comes first. I don't know. But yeah, I do want to apologize to you guys. I'm sorry for, like, if I sound like salty or upset or anything like that. It's not that I'm like actually upset or anything like that. It's just I don't want to let you guys down. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to let you guys down because I know you guys have so much invested in this, as do I. And what bothers me most is not losing anything as such. It's just I don't want to let you guys down. I don't want to disappoint you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Yeah, this is it. Frustration, isn't it, really? It's, I was hoping that he would have chased the Oilers and we would have been able to strike at him, but it is as it is, really. And to be honest, it gives us the challenge, and that's what I love. It's like, we'd never get this from an AI, so to have this challenge, to actually have this level of thought that has to go into this, it is such a unique and... yeah, I mean, it makes me feel honoured to be able to do this for you guys. I'm glad that you guys come here to see this each time. I love that. You guys are like family. So let's just see what we can do here. Pull it out of the bag. And bring home the victory, really. Yeah, you're right there. I think the only way I could potentially have changed the situation last time was perhaps have kept the Kitagusa in with the actual escort forces, but then it's one of those where the escort force, well, the actual transport force could have been separated anyhow, so we would have been in a very similar situation. It would have only been had we had the transports keep heading north, or head north, or head south, but if they headed south, they could have been intercepted. If they headed north, they could have been intercepted. It's one of these that he could have gone in any different way. The way to look at this is, it's not carriers, so they don't have this range that I can't escape from. We do have a shot at escaping. The weather is going to play, well, hopefully the weather will play to our advantage. We do have 0% moonlight, so we have that going for us. Yeah, this is it really. Live and learn, being a dead horse's ways. Indeed, really. But I suppose this is it. The best way to learn is through adversity. And I genuinely look forward to the day when I could actually do a whole new, full and fresh campaign, and just put in the lessons that we actually discovered into effect, really. Okay. That's the one task force. I'd like them to survive, obviously because these are high speed, high value. The oil is very nice, obviously, hold on to. And we have what, how many men aboard here? Yeah, I mean, aboard that one there's quite a lot of force, actually. What's the 7-day forecast? See, this is a thing that does make me wonder. Does the game actually follow the historical forecast? That's what I don't know. Or is it just randomized? But either way, we can see that there is a partly cloudy front in this area. Rain to the north as well. The cloudy might help us. It's not thunderstorms, but it might help us. Oh, it's random weather. Okay, that's good to know. I suppose it would be exploitable, obviously, if you'd been able to take a look at the weather and see how it was. But yeah, okay, so we have partly cloudy. So that's going to give us a little bit of cover, ideally. I mean, he's going to be lacking on search capabilities. So, 0% moonlight. Yeah, this is good. Show weapon up. Oh dear. Okay. So, their home port is set to Bellap Island. I suppose this is they need to head towards the Kitabutai. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is it. I do have the Kinagusa, Mokuzuki, Yuzuki, and Kikazi. Yeah, 1940s where we're at. Lick your finger and stick it in the wind. Oh dear. Okay. So I'm going to have the actual cruisers head towards our own forces. Now I could potentially have them head out at full speed perhaps, but then again it is a waste of fuel. Obviously Yukazi can't do that. Okay. So we're going to run naval attack here. You're not going to be terrible use, but that's fine. Do we leave the range on at 20 here, or do we reduce that range? That's what I wonder about. What do you guys reckon? I can imagine if they're running search, obviously that, I mean, this is it. I suppose, yeah, I imagine it's probably a better idea to reduce the hex range. Now, 10 hexes, let's take a look. Add 7 hexes. I could potentially reduce it to further. I mean, 10 hexes is like this rough area. Okay, you can be disbanded. So extreme overcast over here. Severe storms here. Okay. So I'm leaving an escort in over here then. Okay. I'm gonna say in reality it's not worth having that extra one in there. So that is 396. Might as well take it out. At least it might serve more of a purpose. Yeah, wouldn't be able to save them anyhow. Okay, so let's take a look at this area. So we have a patrol boat heading from this way. Let's see. You're low on fuel, so obviously you do need to reach there. So that Austin? You can't hit or something. No, thankfully. But basically what happened here is, obviously this cruiser force, which was over here, didn't actually do what we expected it to have done, really. Shock. Yep, so indeed it steamed straight over here. Now the landed forces, obviously I did expect them to reach Luganville, but they did not. So they were separated. We've just separated them now. So what we're doing here then is we've separated the actual patrol boats. The patrol boats are going to be sent towards this force over here to try and slow them down, basically occupy them. This one over here, yeah, they're the ones I need to get out. Okay. I suppose just head to the Bellap Islands. I'll have you head at full speed though. How many patrol boats are there? Might even be probably better to head away than head straight towards them. Now then again, if I do that is... I'll head south first. And then we'll head towards them. We have... So there's 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And between them... And I could attach the Ishigaki. Okay, head between them. Yeah, the Poker Factory's over 9,000. And so they go through the hexes on the way to Amphibious. Okay. Yeah, good idea, good idea. Okay. Now, would it be potentially worthwhile to consider moving a squadron from the Kiributai? I mean, this is, as you said there, Infinite, is it possible for me to have a DVA-1 squadron out there, or is it not possible? You got no single task force to be a big source of VP magic convoy. Yeah, true. I suppose we'll further separate them. Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's understandable. I mean, he did have the information out here. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand you obviously like having them move all the different directions. What we'll do is we'll get them set up into obviously these separate forces here, and then we could probably do that. We're going to have more time on this anyhow, but there's always going to be a second stream anyway. So we could always reorganize that. I might even do that off air just to make sure it's done. In case I don't get it done this time around. Or not to a satisfactory degree. There we go. Three 395, 396. You're very low in fuel. Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Obviously, you could move over here. I mean, this is it. The Kiributai is going to be moving back. So at least we're obviously going to have that covered now. And this is it. It could have gone in many different ways. Could have gone in many different ways. He might not have ever picked them up, and he could have simply gone north, and then we might not have even known about the Allied force headed north. Hard to say. Just going to take the situation as is and go with it, really. Yeah. I mean, that was a shame. I mean, had the actual Fiji cover force actually done a better job, which I would have hoped that they would have done, then things could have been radically different, but these shots just were not there on that day. And this is it. It's a shame as well, because they expended all their ammunition on their main weapons for the most part, so... Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Absolutely right. I can imagine this being Rivet's interview. Oh dear. So go on guys, tell me about what your day has been like. What have you guys been up to? I mean, this is it. Is he going to expect me to head for Luganville? He might expect me to head for Luganville. So, he's not going to have the best idea of where to really go. So at least that is something that works for us. And you could always think, okay, well, I'll pull back over here. But we don't know. We don't know where his think is going to be. He knows where the Kiributai is. He's also going to know that obviously the Kiributai is going to be returned in ASAP. So well, once we've refueled them, we can actually do the emergency full speed movements, but obviously not be often. Few and far between. Few and far between. We'll see how things go. But if you guys do find me swinging from a route one day, then you know why. Indeed. Draw a ray. Wikidibootai is the origin and going through his cruisers. True. It's going to be a difficult one because we're going to have to reform all these ships, but we'll have to deal with that when it comes to it. We're not too far away from port anyhow, so that's not too bad. Indeed, also is now the perfect time to invade the Soviets. So there, Rina. How you doing there, my friend? Good to see you. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many cargo ships. It's been rather intriguing. Basically, the cruiser force that was there basically didn't head south, instead headed directly to Luganville. So the transports didn't make it back to Luganville, and thankfully we haven't lost anything. But they were caught out in a bad position here, so basically what we've done is detached all the patrol boats. So all the patrol boats are going to be headed towards his force here, as we try to really just delay him, belay him, whatever you want to call it. We're going to attempt to run the H6K4s on naval attack this turn, ideally. Indeed, up in his IGA. Indeed. So ideally we might be able to score some hits there. We've got the Kiributai that's going to be heading directly towards the area as soon as possible. The Kinigoose and destroyers are going to be moving into the area as well, so we'll have to see here. And there's always a chance that we can obviously engage with him with our cruisers. They're not far away. Obviously, as we're moving towards them, as well as the Kiributai, at least there's some chance for potential cover. So that's nice. I mean, best case scenario is like the H6K force could land a hit, but I mean, the absolute best case scenario is basically we dissolve into the night. But that's probably unlikely to happen. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the good news is obviously we haven't lost anything as of yet. So at least we do have the ability to save what we have here. Obviously, had things gone the opposite way and we'd lost stuff, then yeah. It's a butt clencher, basically. It's a butt clencher. So bloody many. Indeed, Pocket Factory. Factor, sorry. We'll be done soon enough with this part anyhow. As far as it goes for the rest of the actual turn then, I mean, it's an interesting one. Honestly, there wasn't much in the way of submarine activity due to the fact that, well, it's bloody hard to see something, isn't it? And obviously these ships will be heading out at different speeds and etc. What we're going to do here then is actually detach this ship. I mean, this is it. We might as well have her attempt to buy time. The thing is, if you retreat, well, if you don't find them at sea, then they just blockade you into destruction, and what the hell can you do about that? And this is it. Japan's in a uniquely vulnerable position to blockade. So how many of you guys are still awake here then? Oh dear, almost done. It honestly seems like they're almost multiplying. Indeed. We can dream. How long do you think this will prolong the invasion? I mean, in reality, the invasion is already there. It's like, we've landed at Lavoa. I'm unloading supply, I've unloaded the men. So we've got men on the island. Now, as to whether it's enough men to actually take Noumea, it's unknown. It's enough men to take Comac, so at least that is that. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Obviously, we'll assume that some forces... I mean, some forces should make it out of it. The good news is, we obviously do still have supply there at Lavoa. So we've got that. The Kiributai is right there. So it's going to be a case of whatever we lose is probably going to happen in just the first moments. But that would be it. Yeah, ideally. And this is it. I mean, I suppose... Yeah, I suppose we're in the best place for, like, well, yeah, best time, I suppose you could call it, for this to happen, really. And due to the 0% moonlight, so at least we have that going for us. Obviously, it's going to be very dark. Playing correctly, this is an Imperial Japanese Navy VP win. And this is it. I mean, we will obviously take out these ships over here. So that will be very nice. I mean, these ships could have headed north. They could have potentially headed north to interdictors over at Rabal. I mean, this is it. It's hard to say really what could have potentially happened. Had this particular situation not actually occurred as it's played out now. I mean, each of them does have a good amount of supply on board, so we only need a couple ships over there to really take the island. And the groundwork is in effect now. And the groundwork is defended. I swear to God, these keep multiplying. Feels that way. Only one more after this, really. Yeah, there we go, finally. There's a lot of forces there. There we go, last one. That took a long time to do, but at least it was worth doing. They're not spread out optimally, really, but it's kind of all over there. I might go through this off air, stream, really, and just like sort of organize a little bit more, maybe. Probably do it like that. Okay. What I'm going to do here, then, is... Yeah, you're heading that way. I'll have you head about there. I'll have them on normal threat tolerance. Yeah, so they're going to be there within the night, I suppose you could call it. So at least there's always that chance that they could actually engage. I mean, this is... I do obviously have these forces over here. Now, they have unloaded their men, actually. So what I could do here, then, is... Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like I can actually combine everything, so that's good news. It's like over here, for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destroyers, it looks like. 2 destroyer minesweepers, so this is actually a well-defended force over here. So we do have 4,668 tons of supply. What can I actually take a look for? Not really a base, is it? Okay. Very little in the way of fatigue, actually. I'll just get these 2 submarines around here to defend them. It has drawn out some of his own submarines. Okay. Seattle, Wellington, Queenstown. We'll go check over the other areas then. So, obviously we do have our troops over here then. Right. So, yeah, obviously the rest of the forces are arriving now. So there's 1,727 assault value here. Imperial Guard Division has arrived. Okay. Yokosuka, 3rd SLF over here. Okay. Those troops, yeah, so that's just the artillery here. These guys are ready to go. And pack up and move over there to Malacca. Yep, and you can move south again. There we go. I think Kwantan has finally fallen, so at least that is something there. 1,000 units of fuel there, so that's nice. Doesn't go too particularly far, but at least it goes some way. He's not aware of the mini Kiduputai. That's good to see. Okay. These forces are resting here. What repair level at Kwantan? I don't think it's great. Yeah, 63%, 67%, so it's obviously not really usable. The port is pretty much okay. And the good news is also I'm going to capture Kwantan here. Which unit is the weakest? The 124th, okay. These men are very experienced, okay. Right, what they're going to do here then is they're going to remain behind. The rest are going to move out. We're going to march directly on Johobro. Am I not able to do that? Oh, because I don't own the base. Okay, well that's fine. We'll just capture this base then. It has got to move in now, so that's good. Put fighters there. Well, I've got the base over here in Malacca. It's already been expanded here. I've got at the moment 120 engineers, 2 engineer vehicles, 141 aviation support. Obviously the airbase isn't as large as it could be, but it is being expanded. I've got the KI-43 1C Oscars over here, and I've got the KI-44s, the Tojos. The mighty Tojo. Indeed. True. It is a bit of a pain in the arse though to get the engineers over there. We'll take a look at what we've got over there at Kutubru then. Okay, so you're loads there. Okay. I might be able to build... actually, no, I've got a large one over here, actually. You're very fast. Wow, these are fast. speed is probably an asset. Yeah, maneuver 36, that's very maneuverable. So I'm going to take 2 here. Some chasers are too slow. And, God, I'm not left with much choice here. Indeed. I guess we'll take the torpedo boats then. Was there no ASW there? Check Discord chat. Okay. Right here. So we'll go ahead and move a... I can imagine we have a base force over here available. Yeah, I got a couple base forces over here, then we'll get them moving. And let's have a look then. So you have only 12 engineers, however. How about these guys? 12. What I'll do then is I'll take these guys. Obviously that is overkill. That's a shame. I'll take the 2 base forces then, I suppose. That's actually too much, okay. I suppose it's gonna have to be them. Gonna have to be them. Right, set the load. Okay. Can't dock here due to the size. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is have retirements allowed. I'm going to have them actually head down here to Quantan. Obviously once they unload at Quantan, get the hell back. That'll be good. So we'll get that set up then. Okay, we'll double check these in a moment. I'm going to check here then see what we have in the area. Yeah, it's these guys over here. There's still unpacking. Okay, so they've not yet begun their march. Okay, that's fine. So I'll tell everybody to follow them. So what I'm going to do here then is change all the operation modes of that too. Just make sure everybody's following. But the engineers are also going to remain behind. Obviously the airfield engineers. Right, okay, so I do have these construction forces over here. Okay, at least they're actually ready to get into service right now. Okay. A B rush. Well, like a base rush? Rush. Make sure they're all sorted. Oh, Banzai Rush, maybe. Is that what you're talking about? Oops, not you. You're saying things, Sean, but I just don't understand what you mean in here. Okay. You remain here. So tomorrow then, these guys will be actually active, which is good. I don't know, I just don't, to be honest, I don't think I really, I think it's like a Counter-Strike reference or something like that. My god, when was the last time I played Counter-Strike? Yeah, I just don't think I played the right stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I just spoke here with Infinite on Discord, so apparently it isn't going to be worth it to build up the airfield over here, which is fine, so we'll stop expansion down of the airfield. I'll just have that aviation support here then for the time being. Honestly, if I could move that over there to Quantan, I would do, but yeah, we'll have a Space Force ready up in Center Quantan. Obviously, these forces over here, so that's fine. And I'm going to gain Mersing next turn here. Sadly, there's no airfield there, but at least I do have a port. But in fairness, there's 2 submarines stationed over there pretty much permanently, so that's not going to be of much use. But everything else is going to be headed south here. There's a fair amount of men there, so 3,480 men. Okay. Okay, cookie. Right, I'm looking at, let's see. I do have plenty of transport capacity here, so that's not too bad. But what I'm going to do here then is, I'm still waiting for the 4th Division to actually unpack really. Once they're unpacked, then obviously I can have them move via amphibious. And then obviously, once we have them all loaded up, I'll just have them separated. So, A detachment can go over here, develop a banner, etc. B, Samarinda, that sort of thing, really. Try and take all the Borneo at once, if we can do. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now, we did see some activity over here then. So, this submarine is actually still within our sight here. Do have the 2 destroyers over here as well. That's good. I mean, his economic warfare has been woefully lacking, to be honest. He's been, I don't know, I'd say he's better at using his surface ships than he is at using his submarines. He is trying, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he's really sent them. I don't think he's concentrated them in the right areas to inflict damage on us. And also, we do have a big influence of new patrol boats, which is very handy. Gives us a nice bonus, gives us a nice amount of flexibility that we didn't actually have in the days beforehand. So it's good. Obviously, if we can keep things going, keep the economy churning, then that is a good thing for us, really. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual industry. How is Gifu doing? Yeah, the US subs are for the most part. They do a good job on this, is it? Right, what I'm going to do here then is actually go back. So I'm just going to save this here. So, turn 003. Actually, while I do tab out, I might as well send the actual replay over to the historical gamer. So there we go, just tab out here 2 seconds. Just move that. There we go. Right then. I was going to go ahead and actually grab the replay, send that over to the historical gamer so we can cackle like a son of a bitch. Not be too long here, guys. Okay, so 003, that'll do for me. There we go. Get rid of that one. There we go, 003. Let's go ahead and load up the actual turn here and get an idea of what's going on with the economy. I do want to get supply to Gifu. I think I might have to turn off all supply drawn aspects of Gifu for the time being. Yep. Infinite here says, remember that operational losses are related to the base size, distance travelled, and support at base, amongst other things. Quantan gives you an easier place to dump supply and a bigger base to attack from, indeed. Well, we can get some engineers over there as soon as possible, really. They're going to be landed in amphibious mode, so as soon as they arrive, we'll be able to get to work. So that'll be nice. Okay. Read the turn. Yeah, the Dutch and British submarines do quite well. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here then. So, turn 41 technically. Okay, so obviously still complaining here about the insufficient resources for light industry and heavy industry in Osaka, Tokyo and Port Arthur. That situation is going to be addressed here shortly. It is going to be worked out. I'm going to have to check on these actually. Yeah, all the bases have stockpiling. Queued as reinforcement, that's rather intriguing. Go ahead and take a look at the actual industry here. Actually, can I take a look at that? Does it show you the real arm? No, just actually what it is. Or does it? Let's go ahead and just quickly, actually, no, never mind. Okay, industry. Okay. Not as bad as it was the previous turn here. That's good to see. I need to get the resources into Japan. So what I'm going to do now is actually take a look at the actual resource level. So, Japan itself, resource history. So again, it is actually increasing here. It's just it needs to get to the right locations. So 4.68 million tons at the moment. Yeah. I just need to get the other convoy running, which is going to arrive at Sakhalin in the near future, actually. So once it does arrive at Sakhalin, at least I'm going to be able to have a nice, quick influx of resources fairly quickly, actually. Okay. Yeah, indeed. Yes, the army can actually score a decisive victory. Is that a navy fuel? Sorry, a navy. Shit, we call it now. Rule the waves too, that's it, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, none of them should be stockpiled the more you do that. Well, when I say stockpiling, I mean, well, we'll go ahead and double check actually so I can show you what I mean. I had to show you what I mean, just obviously it's one of these things. I think obviously it's a bit of a communication breakdown sometimes. Go ahead and load up the turn. While I am here, actually, I'm going to upload the replay. Just 2 seconds, guys. I just need it up open over here so I can actually see what I'm going to be doing. So, upload video. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to invest in a third screen at some point just so I can actually keep everything open when I need it. Okay, push that over there. Okay, that'll be uploaded while we're doing this. That's good news. How am I looking at memory? Well enough. I do need to get a hard drive, actually. Okay. So where's Geekfood? Yeah, this is what I was talking about when I said that I have them stockpiling. So, are we to turn this off then, basically? If that's the case, then it can be done. Maybe a pain in the arse, but it can be done. Ah, I'll turn that off, okay. Just off everywhere. Okay, so my... What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. It was a loud noise, but I don't know what it did. Oh, thank you very much for that, Mr. Clock, for following me. That's appreciated, my dude. Okay, supply and request will give the supply you need. Okay, that's fair enough. I suppose we'll do that then. Alright, okay. I suppose it's just little things I get missed, really. Now, not every base actually has been set here to stockpile, so that's fine. Why the hell do you have 15,000? It's a very large amount of supply over here. I mean, why are you even set to have that much there? See, a lot of these are things from when I first set up the game, and yeah, they get missed. That is strange. The army's doing well enough in China, actually, which is nice. It's encouraging. I don't think I have anything that really requires it here. It is a shipyard. 2,000 tons should be adequate, I suppose. Is there even anything... Is a merchant shipyard, naval shipyard? I guess I'll keep it on 3,000 with those there, but should be alright for the most part. Yeah, okay. It looks like a lot of the supply has been going to these bases that actually don't even need it. Like, you don't need it. You don't need all that supply. Let's keep that at 1,000 then. Oh, right, okay. Didn't realise I could do it from that screen. I just wish I could sort it by regions on here. That'd be fucking nice. I do love this game, but my god, I just wish the UI had a little bit more features sometimes. Base, not industry, okay. Oh, I see, I see. So what do I want to do here then? Just turn off stockpiling. And to be honest, well, then again, it turns it off for everything here, doesn't it? I suppose I'll just go here then. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Yeah, thank you very much for pointing that out there, Infinite. That's a hell of a lot easier. I do appreciate that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We'll make it there one day. We'll make it there. I'm going to use this method in the future, though, because that's very handy, actually, to see. Makes it far easier. I suppose this is actually one of the things I wasn't using, well, making much use of. Can I sort it by... Okay. Just have to be like that. That's a lot of supply there. Master list saves ton of time over visiting every air group factory. Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Absolutely right. No, it's very good information. Yeah, you're right there. I just not made use of this one because I didn't realise it could be used in such a way. But then again, I suppose that comes down from experience, really. No, it comes down to experience. Yeah, indeed. I'm just glad that idea of the situation should now be able to be rectified, but that's a good lesson that we've learned there. It's a good lesson. I think I was looking down the actual wrong column. I think I was looking at here instead of this. I don't mind doing a lot of reading. Just sometimes it gets a little bit long-winded. It's all good information to know. I suppose the lesson learned now is a lesson that we don't have to repeat in the future, really. Whoops. There we go. Almost done now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fantastic. On the one button, what does that mean? I don't know what you mean by the one button there. Sometimes you just gotta explain a little bit more about what you mean. Oh, stockpiling off. Oh, we just turn stockpiling off of resources and everything. Or does this only cover supplies and fuel? Okay, okay. I suppose it does only cover supplies and fuel, doesn't it? Okay then. Okay. We'll turn that off then, so all bases are stop stockpiling. Yeah. Okay, that's cool then. I didn't realise, okay, that's fine. What's this fuel requested here? I suppose we just want to stockpile fuel over here, but then again, there's plenty of fuel. Interesting. Okay. Game often moves stuff better than you can, so you want to limit how much you fill with it. Okay, that's good to know about. I think, well, yeah, we should be fine with that then. It'll be interesting to see how the resources flow around, how stuff flows around here then. Obviously, if we have it... Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I suppose it will help. Well, then again, I do want to, yeah, I do want to stockpile resources, obviously, at these ports over here. Now, actually, that should make things far more efficient than for our resource system over here. That might have been why we're not been able to draw the supply, well, the resources that we should have been able to. Okay, that's fine. No, it's good. It's good lesson. I appreciate that, Infinite. Cheers, mate. There's a lot of resources there. Holy moly. There we go. Right, well, that's going to be a lot better then. I mean, ideally if that works out and everything can get going again, that'd be great. That would be quite good. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing that in action, actually. Take a look at the aircraft production then. You set one port in Hokkaido, China, for most of the stockpile, and it makes your port of loading free sharing. Indeed. Yeah, you're right about that. I suppose the thing is now then, obviously we do have, let's take a look at the road network then. So... so I do have control of these roads, I do believe. Let's see, can I get... Yeah, we should have a sense of that. Yeah, I should have control of these roads over here, so theoretically resources should be able to make their way to Shanghai. That would be quite handy. What is this force over here? I could do a deal with that somehow. So I can imagine he's going to bunker up over there. Okay, we've actually caught up to his forces over here. So 19,000 men here, 27,000 men over there. Fair amount. Okay, that's really good information, man. Yeah, that's really good information. And this is it, obviously, once we do have control of these roads, then yeah, that's going to be great. I think that's, yeah, it's probably the best way. But the thing is, obviously, it saves me on the fuel of actually having to go down that way, so that's brilliant. Everything goes to Singers. And you move a stockpile location at a base at a time from Singers to Fusan. Okay. It came here to help, it works. Yeah, I feel bad for the guys who are having to pack these boxes. I bet that takes them a hell of a long time. I tried nuking San Francisco multiple times. Yeah, they're good to go here. What is the actual terrain here? Right, okay, they do have an advantage there. I reckon they'll crack anyway. We'll go with a deliberate attack. I don't want to... I mean, I could potentially go with a shock attack, but I don't want to, like, lose overly much. They're pretty much buggered, so I'm fine there. Denver for the win. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the supply system, actually. Well, just... Yeah, just see everything moving around more efficiently, then that'd be quite nice. I mean, it's a good... That's good. Yeah. Right, 40th Brigade, okay. You're no good to me there, you can move into Loyang. Hey, his forces are over here, then I do wonder what they're going to be doing. I mean, the thing is, if they're sat out there, they're not... Yeah, they're going to be suffering from supply issues, really. Can't imagine that being a pleasant experience. Now, we lost track of that force that was here, actually. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. It's obviously due to the moonlight, really. Or rather, the lack thereof. I don't have as great detection over there, but we can see, obviously, he still has aircraft. I might just march these troops, to be honest, over there. Then again, no. We might as well make use of them. I could organise a transporter, fast transporter, something of that nature. We could actually have them land potentially over here at Celebes, or just one of these other bases over here. That would be far more useful, really, wouldn't it? I'd definitely say so. Okay. I can imagine the Yosemite Redwoods would be rather impressive. You're still loading? Okay. You're loading fuel. As far as it goes to, like, what would you nuke? I mean, I mean, personally, I'd say you'd nuke Pearl Harbor. I mean, it's one of these, isn't it? It's like you could nuke. I mean, let's say, for example, if you were to like nuke San Diego or San Francisco or one of those other cities, it's like obviously the Americans would suffer a lot there, but they still have all the other ports there on the west coast. East coast? Yeah, the west coast. Sorry. Yeah, they'd have all those ports there on the west coast that's still operational. So I'd say Pearl Harbor, just because at the end of the day, it's like you knock out the U.S. Navy's main port of call out in the Pacific. I think that'd have a bigger impact, really. Then again, you'd have to land it really on the port there. San Francisco, you say? Yeah, that's true. I'm also thinking about it from like let's say like a real life point of view. Really, it's like one of these of like, sure, you could do a lot of damage down here, but then obviously the US would have obviously all these other ports over here. It's just I'm thinking obviously if you were to try and do like some, I'm thinking like maybe longer lasting damage could really just devastate the infrastructure over here. I mean, arguably it's not going to defeat the Americans, but obviously would make their life difficult out here for a long time. Obviously they'd build another base, but I just think it'd be one of those where you could knock out a very large base. Okay. How far out from the invasion of Rabaul are we? Not too far, are we? Not too far. So tomorrow we'll be entering the Bismarck Archipelago. Ideally, still doesn't know about that? Oh, wow. Thank you so very much for Spartan. That's really appreciated, my dude. Thank you so very much. Is that because we're talking about which city would nuke? I would nuke British Columbia because... oh dear. I mean, we could attempt to play it out in Darkest Hour. Okay. Maybe. I like that. I like a man who's honest. Where the heck is the Mutsu? Oh, there they are, okay. Oh, there'll actually be a truck tomorrow, actually. Good job as well, Satsuta is very low on fuel. Yeah, so... Mutsu. Are we going to be able to get you rearmed? What do you actually have in terms of damage? So you're actually really fucking good. You came out of that battle fine. It's just you couldn't land a goddamn hit to save your life. Because they're so polite all the time. Oh dear. Yeah, this is taking a while. I should have more engineers on the way. Yeah. Set your home port to track. Yeah. There we go. I suppose yeah, I'm still waiting on them. And what is the rearm level at truck now? Yeah, good question. We're at 4,330. We're not far out now. We're not far. I do have a AKE over here. So is this taken into account the Kashino's rearm value? Or is this just taken into account, obviously, the naval support value? Our truck can rearm them? That's fantastic, then. Oh, it's not taken into account, then. Oh, that's good news, then. Oh, that's fantastic, then. So, yeah, we can get the battleships and the heavy cruisers, obviously, rearmed. Probably take maybe 2-3 days, something like that. And, yeah, we'll be able to get them sent back down south, then, which is also going to be really appreciated. Really do need them. Okay. So, what should we do in terms of the actual airfields? Now, the good news is, obviously, I do have the airfield at Tarawa. Obviously, we're going to have to build that up to a level 2. It's going to take a while, but it'll be worthwhile. Yeah. What I'm thinking here, then, is I do have the airfield over here. But what I'm hoping for is I might be able to potentially, I don't know. Do I move engineers over there? Is there much use for it at the moment? Not so much. I can imagine they'd be bombed back to Stone Age. Yeah. I think the question that's on my mind here at the moment is, do we move the KI-43-1C south? Do we move these guys to Luganville? That's what I'm thinking here. Yeah, that's true. It's going to continue to increase in size. Ah, right, okay. So does the AKE not work alongside the actual port itself, or is it treated like separately, really? Yeah, so we're 9% into this here. We've got 72 engineers here, 3 engineering vehicles. It's not a bad size. Right, what can I actually handle at this airfield? Okay. Let's see if we have any more of the aircraft we sent down here. So at Roynman, looks like we actually have 2 available. They're going to be sent down here to Luganville. I'm looking to reform the actual squadron in its totality, then I can actually effectively organize it. I spread them out way too much. Do you have fuel on its way to Luganville? I mean, yeah, well, not to Luganville per se. We do have fuel heading south. Oh, well, we'll be heading south in the next couple of days anyhow. And this is going to be handy, obviously increase the amount of H6K4s. Obviously it's going to affect my naval search to the north to a degree, but as far as it goes, we do have other search aircraft over here at the Marshalls. Not 100% sure, but AKE or Port plus Naval Support is my thought. Each has its own operation points. Okay. Well, that's interesting, man. I suppose what we'll be able to do here then, Infinite, is actually be able to see what the result is when the Mutsu does arrive then. Right, one over here at Quadrillin, and then the rest at Roynema. I can imagine we'll find out soon enough. Obviously, this is going to help out the situation over here with the aviation support. It's clearly KYJ. Oh, you sassy son of a bitch. I like it. Sassy, sassy. What is Kashino's capacity? We'll take a quick look here for you. Hello there, Pino. How you doing there, my friend? It's good to have you on board. The SS Venture. Right, her capacity is 3,000. Is she actually loaded here? That's the question. I'll have her load her tent if she's not already. And right now she's loaded. I wonder then, is that it's not showing it yet. Maybe next turn it'll show. She's definitely loaded with supply now. Maybe because she doesn't have her operations points. But we'll see what happens next turn then. Ships due upgrade 5. Show ships due upgrade. Ah, thank you very much for that, Pino. Appreciate my dude. I do like the image of the Hildrun, I like that. I'm gonna have to get some like more stuff done here, like artwork wise and just like music wise, stuff like that. Get some icons made, really make it kind of like awesome. Okay. I don't think it's actually showing me anything that could be upgraded right now. Have you started work on Miri? You know, actually, that does remind me. I do need to turn off the repairs over here. Actually, Kashino can rearm the 36cm BB. Oh, there we go. Welcome to my world, then, Infinite. It's a dark world. Full of mistakes. Okay, yep. I did have a conversation here with Infinite not too long ago, basically, in regards to refineries. We don't actually want to bother repairing them here. I mean, obviously what we're going to do is just have the oil shipped back to Japan, really. Which makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's one of these things of why expend the supply out there when we can just have it taken back home and just, well, refined where it's needed, really. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the R&D. I mean, I'm looking forward to the R&D actually getting into proper, well, being kicked in properly. So what I'm going to do here then is, let's see, turn on repairs, obviously turn on the ones that I turned off. There we go. We'll let the actual supplies make their way around. There was a refinery that was hit. It's the refineries that refined the fuel, sorry, the oil. 1,950. Yeah, it's not a huge amount here anyway. It's more so the oil production that we're interested in. Oh, 820 troops. Okay, I can take that. I'd imagine, anyhow. Though, might be worthwhile. Yeah, I'm going to say just rest further. I'd rather not lose a lot of troops just from Russian, really. Okay. So, let's take a look at the troops over here at... are they loaded yet? Okay, now we can get them loaded. So we had to fucking waste time. Troops loading only. Yes, please. Verified load. And accept load. There we go. Take them some time to be loaded up, but that's okay. 48th Division supply that never went. Okay. Right, now aboard here. Yeah, these extra engineers are going to be really, really welcomed. Especially the vehicles. But just, yeah, just any sort of engineer I can get over here is going to be worthwhile. Absolutely. I mean, 65 is a very low number. How goes the expansion at Fusan? I mean, it's been bloody well focused on, prioritized. 445, 22 vehicles, that's a lot of engineers. Yeah, 37% way through there. Okay. Okay. Yep, so I'm going to call it here for tonight then. I think in reality there's not a terrible amount that needs to be done here. But I did say I was going to check the R&D, so I'm going to do that now. Right, it's all by type. Okay. I can definitely see the difference between the actual cities, well the actual bases that do have the appropriate amount of supply, and the ones that don't. Is my battery still set to stockpile? Okay. Looks like we've missed some things here. Right, okay, what I'm going to do here then is go up. Make sure don't have any stockpiling then. Weird place to stockpile. I'll tell you what, actually, we can go back just here, can't we? So, non-bases, airfields then. Just, yeah, turn stockpiling off. Also, I'm going to have to go back now, but... so let's turn it on over here at Shanghai. Shanghai, Port Arthur. Hizhou, Fusan. Yeah, you're right there, Infinite. I mean, either way. Oh, it's not the A7M2s I'm concerned about, it's the A6M3s, really. There's a small amount of oil production there. Okay, well that's good to know then. Alright, there we go. It's going well enough then. So it's actually showing us here about halfway to 1942. Ideally we can speed that up now. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's a shame. Obviously, we've lost a little bit of time, but then again, we haven't lost that much time, so it's not too bad, really. Also, it'll be sorted out soon enough. A little bit later on, okay. But any time that it arrives sooner is worthwhile, so that's fine by me. And it's like one of these things of like... I would change some things to the R&D, but we are kind of committed to this plan for the time being. We'll obviously have to change it over once we get to the proper model. I think I'm probably going to take a look at changing away from the Ki-44 Tojo line towards something else, actually. But we'll see. I may just have to stick with it, but we'll see how it turns out, really. What the best case scenario is, really. Okay. Yeah, see, that's it. I was told about that one, but it's like, I don't know. I think it'd be a little bit gamey, but then again, yeah, I kind of considered it gamey back in the day. As opposed to it being gamey or not, I don't know, really. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, the A-System 2 and Roofy would have been nice if actually had, but hey. Yeah. Okay. So yep, I'm going to call this to an end here then, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously we'll be able to finish this off when we get the opportunity. I will be streaming for Matrix Games tomorrow from 6 while 9. I'll obviously be streaming another episode then of War of the East. Fair enough. No, that's good information there. No, that's good information. I mean, at the time, I thought it might have been gamey, but this is it. If it's... yeah, okay. I suppose it's a little bit too late here at the moment, but yeah, that's something to bear in mind for the future. But indeed, yes. If you guys have enjoyed this, then please do consider supporting myself and the channel. There's plenty of ways you can do this, such as Patreon, PayPal. You can obviously subscribe to myself on Twitch, which is fantastic, but most importantly, do make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Twitch, and yeah, hit the notification button so you actually don't miss a stream. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, until next time, guys, thank you so very much for watching. It's been a bit of a butt clencher of an episode here today, but let's see if we can actually clutch it, really. I think we'll be okay. I think it's a situation where thankfully we haven't lost anything yet. We might lose 1 or 2 ships, we might lose more, we might lose less. I think it might be the patrol boats that do get hit, but we can deal with that. But let's hope for the best, and Tenno Hiker Banzai, really. Thank you so very much for that, guys. See you all very soon in the future. Goodbye for now. Have a great one.